Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. And I know I've been away for a while. I'm sorry. I had some other things to do, and I haven't been able to record anything for a while, but I'm back and hopefully I'll start uploading again now. This is interesting. The second I come back, this is what I hear. Now, this is actually a little bit older news, but kind of wanted to give my thoughts on this. I've already seen other YouTubers make videos about this, but I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on this. So, what's going on? So, for anyone who hasn't heard, apparently there were some new leaks that came out about the future of Star Wars. Now, I'm sure most people, after what happened with Episode 9, have probably just lost any and all interest in Lucasfilm at this point. And honestly, I don't blame them. But I heard about this and I had to talk about this. So, this is from Cosmic Book News. Now, this isn't coming directly from Cosmic Book News. These were actually leaked on Reddit. Now, I do just want to go on. But before we move on, I just want to preface this. Please take these as rumors, okay? Can take this as a rumor. None of this has been proven. In fact, there's a big chance that none of this is actually happening. So just take what we're about to read with a grain of salt. But if this is indeed true, I just have some thoughts I want to share with them, just in case this is true. So as you can see from the title, Star Wars leaks, Mark Hamill Jedi series more. So let's move on with the article. Now this is coming to us from obviously from Reddit. Now again, one of the reasons why most people are probably taking this seriously is because there were the leaks for The Last Jedi, there were obviously the leaks for Force Awakens, and then obviously the most recent and most famous one, the leaks for Episode 9, where almost all of it turned out to be true, which was insane. Because the second we read them, those leaks were so bad. We all thought, okay, there's no way this is true. And then we went to go see the movie, and it turned out to all be true. I mean, so I guess it's kind of why people are willing to give this more credence than it probably deserves, or more credit than it probably deserves. But anyway, let's just read them. So, The Mandalorian season 2. I think we kind of already knew this. This is old news. The Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan Kenobi series, Disney Plus series, is set to be titled Old Ben, with additional rumors offering that a young Luke Skywalker is being cast. I don't know about this. The Rogue One prequel series starring Diego Luna back as Cassian Andor said, nobody cares about this. Clone Wars season 7, this we already knew, but apparently there's going to be a potential season 8. I really hope they're not going to do that because, again, considering the way Star Wars is going, I'm really afraid of what they're going to do. Star Wars Detours, an unrated American CGI comedy series. Maybe again, nobody cares about this. No, this is interesting. The original trilogy archival editions, restored versions of the original trilogy. There's a lot of legality surrounding release. But it's like, okay, seriously, does nobody proofread these sites? Jesus, I'm sorry. The Game of Thrones creators who bailed is said to have been developing an okay, again, this we already knew. Broadway musical. Again, nobody cares about this. Rian Johnson. Now, this is interesting. Rian Johnson is said to be still involved with Lucasfilm and hasn't gotten the boot as his new Star Wars trilogy is said to have been working Offspring of the Jedi. That sounds horrible. Was dependent on the success of the Rise of Skywalker. It's claimed that Rian Johnson's new trilogy hinges on the. I'm questioning this. I'm questioning this part because look, I don't think they're gonna bring Rian Johnson back because again, the just saying Rian Johnson and Star Wars in the same sentence gets people triggered, and it gets people to be worried considering what happens. The Glare of Thrawn. Apparently, they're bringing back Thrawn. Nobody cares about the Disney Thrawn. It's not like the Timothy Zahn Thrawn. In the Timothy Zahn novels, which if you haven't read them, I highly recommend you go do. And if you don't want to read the novels, there is a comic book adaptation of the Timothy Zahn Thrawn trilogy, so you can go read that if you want. Then there's Project Luminous, a multimedia project covering multiple books and comics that takes place after Episode 9. Again, nobody cares about this. Nobody's going to give a crap. A new Electronic Arts video game with Jedi Fallen Order is in development. Again, so this is supposed to be a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. Okay, whatever. This is the one that I really wanted to talk about. Dave Filoni is developing a new Star Wars animated series, New Jedi Order, which follows Luke Skywalker building his new Jedi Order, and that they want Mark Hamill to return and voice Luke. Now, again, this is why I'm really questioning this, because look, Mark Hamill's kind of made it obvious that he doesn't want to be involved with Lucasfilm anymore, considering, and you can't blame him, considering that the way they treated his character, the way they just let Ryan Johnson completely destroy Luke's character, and considering how much Mark Hamill loves this character, you can't blame him for not wanting to be involved with this anymore. But these are my thoughts on this specifically. If this is indeed true, first of all, Dave Filoni developing a new Star Wars animated series, New Jedi Order. For anyone who doesn't know, in the expanded universe, there was a series of novels called New Jedi Order, which was basically about Luke Skywalker rebuilding the Jedi Order. And it was a great story because it also involved the story that involved the Yuzong Vong. For anyone who doesn't know, they're creatures that are basically immune to the Force, and it was now I haven't read this. I haven't read the novels. I only basically know what the story is about. I do plan on reading them. I only know what the basic plot of these stories are. I don't know everything that happens, so this isn't coming from the perspective of someone who's read the novels, who loves them, and doesn't want and is afraid of a bastardized version of New Jedi Order, even though I'm sure the original novels are way, way better than this. Way better than what this is going to be, if this is indeed true. This is why I wanted to give my thoughts on this. Even if you do this, first of all, you're going to end up pissing off the hardcore fans of the EU. You, Sorry about that. The reason why this is a bad idea is because if this series is supposed to take place within the same Star Wars canon, or the Disney canon that we already know, nobody's going to be interested in this, because we already know what happens. We already know what happens. Luke Skywalker rebuilds the Jedi Order, and then they all end up dead. We already know this. They all end up dying at the hands of Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren. We already know. Nobody's gonna care. And again, nobody's gonna even give this a chance, because there's no way you can do this, especially the way it was done in the novel. Now, if you were to say that this is going to be like an actual adaptation of New Jedi Order the way it is, and it's not connected in any way to the Disney canon, then okay, maybe you're gonna get people interested in it. But if this is supposed to be like, if this is supposed to take place in between, say, Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, and it's just supposed to detail like Luke Skywalker building the Jedi Order, and then obviously Ben falls to the dark side because Luke turned into that creepy uncle. Nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna watch it. Nobody's gonna watch it, especially if you probably have like 4 or 5 seasons planned, where they already know it's gonna end with probably with that creepy image of Luke standing over Ben with his lightsaber planning to kill. It's just, nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna give a crap, and especially because Dave Filoni. Here's the thing about Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni also Dave Filoni was in charge of, well, I wouldn't say he was in charge, but he was basically the showrunner for, the Clone Wars. And I love the Clone Wars, I do. And he was basically in charge of Rebels too. And I liked Rebels, I enjoyed it. But at the same time, he also made Star Wars Resistance, which in my opinion is just absolutely horrible. That was a horrible, horrible show. I got done watching the first season, and it was just, I didn't even bother watching the second season because of how terrible, and they even canceled it after 2 seasons because nobody was watching it, because nobody cares about this new, about the Disney trilogy. Nobody cares. It's terrible. And I just want to preface this. This hasn't been proven to be true. Take this as a rumor. Take any of this. Take all of this with a grain of salt. But if this is indeed true, I'm telling you right now, nobody's gonna give a crap. Nobody's gonna care. So, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And again, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you join me on my next one. Bye.